The late 15th and early 16th centuries were a time of unprecedented exploration and expansion for Europe. This era marked the beginning of a new chapter in human history, where the boundaries of the known world were pushed further than ever before. The spirit of adventure and the quest for new knowledge drove many to embark on perilous journeys across uncharted waters. Driven by a thirst for knowledge, wealth, and power, intrepid explorers set sail into the vast unknown. These brave souls were not just adventurers, they were pioneers who dared to dream of lands beyond the horizon. Their voyages were fraught with danger, but the promise of discovering new territories and untold riches was a powerful motivator. The Age of Exploration, as it came to be known, was a pivotal period in human history. It was a time when the world seemed to grow smaller as new lands were discovered and mapped. The knowledge gained during this period would lay the foundation for future scientific and geographical advancements. It reshaped the world map, connected distant continents, and ignited an era of globalization. The exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the Old World and the New World began to transform societies on both sides of the Atlantic. This period also saw the rise of powerful empires and the establishment of trade routes that would dominate global commerce for centuries. At the forefront of this era were the Spanish conquistadors. These soldiers and explorers were driven by a desire to expand the Spanish Empire and to claim new territories in the name of their king and queen. Their exploits would become legendary, and their impact on the history of the Americas would be profound. Lured by tales of gold and glory, they embarked on perilous voyages across the Atlantic Ocean. The promise of immense wealth and the chance to achieve eternal fame spurred them on despite the many dangers they faced. Storms, disease, and hostile encounters with indigenous peoples were just some of the challenges they had to overcome. Their expeditions led them to the shores of the Americas, a land teeming with unfamiliar cultures, exotic flora and fauna, and the promise of untold riches. The encounters between the Spanish explorers and the indigenous peoples were often marked by curiosity, but also by conflict and conquest. The cultural exchanges that took place during this time would have lasting effects on both the Old and New Worlds. The Spanish crown, eager to expand its empire and fill its coffers, sponsored many of these expeditions. The support of the monarchy was crucial in providing the resources and legitimacy needed for these ambitious undertakings. The success of these voyages would bring great wealth and prestige to Spain, solidifying its position as a dominant global power. Among the most famous explorers of this era was Christopher Columbus, whose voyages in the late 15th century would forever alter the course of history. Columbus's daring journey across the Atlantic in 1492 opened the door to the New World and set the stage for the age of exploration that followed. Columbus's discoveries, while groundbreaking, were just the tip of the iceberg. His voyages demonstrated that it was possible to reach the Americas by sea, inspiring countless others to follow in his footsteps. The news of his findings spread rapidly across Europe, igniting a wave of excitement and ambition among other explorers. As news of his findings reached Europe, a wave of eager explorers followed in his wake, each determined to etch their name in the annals of history. These explorers came from various European nations, each with their own goals and ambitions. Some sought wealth, others sought new trade routes, and still others were driven by a desire to spread their religious beliefs. One such explorer was Alonso de Ojeda, a seasoned adventurer who had sailed with Columbus on his second voyage. Ojeda was known for his bravery and his skill as a navigator. His experiences with Columbus had given him a taste for exploration, and he was eager to make his own mark on the world. Ojeda, like many of his contemporaries, was captivated by the allure of the unknown and driven by the promise of fame and fortune. His determination and adventurous spirit led him to undertake several expeditions to the New World. Each journey brought new challenges and discoveries, further fueling his passion for exploration. Little did he know that his 1499 expedition would lead him to the discovery of a land of breathtaking beauty and cultural diversity, Suriname. This region, with its rich natural resources and vibrant indigenous cultures, would become an important part of the Spanish Empire's expansion into the Americas. Ojeda's discovery of Suriname was a testament to the enduring human spirit of exploration and the relentless pursuit of knowledge and adventure. Alonso de Ojeda, a man of fiery spirit and unwavering ambition, was born into a noble family in Cuenca, Spain in 1466. His lineage was one of prestige and honor, and from an early age, he was instilled with the values of bravery, loyalty, and a relentless pursuit of glory. From a young age, he exhibited a thirst for adventure and a hunger for glory. As a child, he would often be found poring over maps, dreaming of distant lands and uncharted territories. His imagination was fueled by tales of heroic knights and legendary explorers, and he would often reenact these stories with toy swords, envisioning himself as a great adventurer. It was this indomitable spirit that led him to the service of the Spanish crown, where he quickly earned a reputation for his courage, swordsmanship, and unwavering loyalty. His skills in combat were unmatched, and his dedication to the crown was unwavering. He became known as a fearless warrior, always ready to face any challenge that came his way. Ojeda's path to exploration was paved through his connection with the most celebrated explorer of the age, Christopher Columbus. Their meeting was a turning point in Ojeda's life, as Columbus recognized the young man's potential and took him under his wing. This mentorship opened doors for Ojeda, providing him with opportunities to prove his worth and gain valuable experience in the world of exploration. Ojeda sailed alongside Columbus on his second voyage to the Americas in 1493. This journey was fraught with challenges, from treacherous seas to hostile encounters with indigenous peoples. Yet Ojeda thrived in this environment, demonstrating his resilience and adaptability. He quickly became an indispensable member of the expedition, earning the respect and admiration of his peers. It was during this voyage that Ojeda proved his mettle, demonstrating his skills as a navigator, a fighter, and a leader. He mastered the use of navigational instruments, guided the ships through perilous waters, and led his men with unwavering confidence. His bravery in battle was legendary, and his strategic acumen made him a formidable leader. He played a pivotal role in the exploration of the Caribbean, participating in the conquest of Hispaniola and the establishment of Spanish settlements. His efforts were instrumental in securing Spanish dominance in the region, and his name became synonymous with the spirit of conquest and exploration. This experience ignited within him a desire to chart his own course and carve his own legend in the annals of exploration. He was no longer content to follow in the footsteps of others. He yearned to lead his own expeditions and discover new lands. His ambition knew no bounds, and he was determined to leave his mark on history. In 1499, Ojeda was granted permission by the Spanish crown to lead his own expedition to the New World. This was a momentous occasion, as it marked the beginning of his journey as a leader and explorer in his own right. With the backing of the crown, he assembled a crew of brave men and set sail for the unknown. His mission was clear: explore uncharted territories, establish Spanish presence, and most importantly, bring back gold and riches. The promise of wealth and glory drove him forward, and he was determined to succeed at any cost. The journey was arduous, filled with dangers and uncertainties, but Ojeda's resolve never wavered. Little did he know that his voyage would lead him to a land far different from the gold-laden empires he had envisioned, a land of lush rainforests, mighty rivers, and diverse indigenous cultures. This land was Suriname. Here, Ojeda encountered challenges he had never anticipated, from navigating the dense jungles to understanding the complex societies of the indigenous peoples. Yet his spirit of adventure and determination to succeed drove him to push forward, forever etching his name in the chronicles of exploration. The year 1499 marked the dawn of a new millennium, a time of great exploration and discovery. It was an era when the world seemed vast and full of untapped potential, waiting to be explored by brave souls willing to venture into the unknown. For Alonso de Ojeda, a seasoned explorer with a reputation for courage and tenacity, it marked the beginning of his most ambitious adventure yet. Ojeda was not just any explorer, he was a man driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to leave a lasting legacy. With the blessing of the Spanish crown and a burning desire to make his mark on the world, Ojeda assembled a fleet of 4 ships. These ships were not just vessels, they were symbols of hope and ambition, each one meticulously prepared for the arduous journey ahead. They were laden with supplies, weapons, and a crew of around 300 men, all eager to claim their share of the New World's riches. The supplies included everything from food and fresh water to navigational instruments and trade goods, essential for both survival and success. Among Ojeda's trusted companions were two figures who would play pivotal roles in the expedition's success: Juan de la Cosa, a seasoned cartographer, and Amerigo Vespucci, a Florentine navigator and explorer. These men were not just colleagues, they were visionaries who shared Ojeda's dream of discovery. De la Cosa, renowned for his skill in map-making, was entrusted with charting the expedition's course and documenting their discoveries. His maps would become invaluable records of their journey, providing future explorers with the knowledge they needed to navigate these uncharted waters. Vespucci, with his keen eye for observation and his growing knowledge of celestial navigation, brought invaluable expertise to the voyage. His ability to read the stars and understand the complexities of the night sky would guide them through the vast and often treacherous Atlantic Ocean. On May 18, 1499, the small fleet set sail from Cadiz, Spain, their hearts filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation. The port was bustling with activity as families and friends gathered to bid farewell to the brave souls embarking on this perilous journey, their sails catching the trade winds as they charted a course southwest towards the Canary Islands. The journey to the Canary Islands was the first leg of their voyage, a crucial stop where they would restock supplies and make final preparations for the long journey across the Atlantic. Their journey across the vast expanse of the Atlantic was fraught with challenges: unpredictable weather, dwindling supplies, and the ever-present threat of disease. The sea was both a friend and a foe, offering a path to new lands but also presenting dangers that could easily end their quest. Yet the allure of the unknown and the promise of riches kept their spirits high. Each sunrise brought new hope, and each day at sea was a step closer to their goal. The men were united by a common purpose, driven by the dream of discovering new lands and the wealth that awaited them. The crew worked tirelessly, each man playing a vital role in the success of the expedition. From the captain to the lowest deckhand, everyone had a part to play, and their combined efforts were what kept the ships on course and the dream alive. As they sailed further into the unknown, the vastness of the ocean became both a challenge and a source of inspiration. The endless horizon was a reminder of the possibilities that lay ahead, and the uncharted waters were a canvas for their dreams of discovery. The moment they spotted land was one of triumph and relief. It was a testament to their perseverance and the strength of their collective spirit. The sight of land was not just the end of their journey, it was the beginning of a new chapter in their quest for knowledge and riches. As they anchored near the shore, the men prepared to set foot on new land, ready to explore and claim it in the name of Spain. This was the culmination of their efforts, the realization of their dreams, and the start of a new era of exploration and discovery. The 1499 expedition was more than just a journey. It was a testament to human courage, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. It marked the beginning of a new chapter in the history of exploration, one that would pave the way for future generations of explorers and adventurers.